I'm Chandra Peters, and I've been content production manager at Joburg Live. I've been here for over a year now and enjoying it. Well, being content production manager means that I have to make sure that all the content is planned weeks ahead of schedule. That means that writers commission, pitch ideas to me, and then I go to my editor, Mike, and I say to him, this is what we've got for next week's plan, and then he'll say to me, yes, go ahead with those, or no, don't. I make sure that the deadlines writers have met their deadlines on time, and then copy edit the work, go through the pictures, send the pictures to whoever needs to edit them at the time, and make sure that the uploading process goes smoothly. Joburg Live is an online magazine about the city. Everything cool to do in the city you'll find, whether it's events, nightlife, the latest venues to pop up, news, community things that people need to know about. So whether it's your favorite club that's just closed down, sadly, and they're having a big, final bash, we're going to be the ones that tell you about it. I've always been interested in journalism and writing. It's been my passion my entire life. I didn't realize until third year varsity that I really liked the idea of online journalism, because we had a really cool course on writing for the internet, and that's when I realized, all right, this is something I could do. So when I finished up my honours year, in my final year I had an internship at Clio magazine, so it was nice for me to find out what it was like in the print magazine world. And I realized that, Joburg Live would be a better fit, because it's not just from a woman's perspective, it's about everything that's going on in the city. So when I sent my CV in, I sent some articles in as well, and to the interview I brought a big fat portfolio full of the year's work that I'd completed, and made sure that it was a big variety. So business columns and relationship columns, and then a news piece, and then interviews with artists, that vibe. In order to, be a journalist, you need to be observant and know what's going on around you. You need to immerse yourself in other media as well. You need to see what A, your competition is doing, B, what people want to see. So for us, I'm going to go onto other online media. I'm not just going to read the articles they're writing, but I'm going to look at the comments from the readers as well, and see what they think of the articles that are being put out there, and the same with our articles. Really listening to your audience is very important. When I started out, I wanted to be a magazine writer. Now suddenly I'm involved with design and photography, and I realized I actually quite like the idea of photography as well. So having a journalism degree, I can now branch off into photography easily. I can go the entertainment side, I can go into more investigative, hard news, hard journalism, Deborah Pato stuff, or I could become a novelist. And for me, I love to write, and I see myself in 10 years' time hopefully having published a novel and sitting at home with kids writing all day. But for now, while I'm young and I'm in the nightlife environment and, city girl type of vibes, I want to write about it, and I'm, going to make my life about that. But the beauty of journalism is that it can take you into all sorts of places, whether it's TV, radio, print, or online. Advantages of being in the journalism industry: there are certain perks, which include maybe getting invites to certain events that are fun, doing the whole fabulous fashionista thing. So you'll maybe get an SA Fashion Week invite, and yes, you're gonna go there to produce content, but it's also fun, I mean, who doesn't want to go to Fashion Week? So the perks are there in terms of that, and also the fact that you're not doing the same thing every day. Most writers most people in general, I don't think, want to be bored and having to do the same thing all the time. And with this job, every day I don't know what I'm waking up to, and what's going to be in the news, and what's going to be in my inbox. It's something different every week. Last week we were focusing on the barefoot vegan running Nike Josie. Next week we're going to be focusing on a Guinness record attempt for over 50 hours of tattooing, So the disadvantage of being a journalist is it comes to that Saturday afternoon where you're sitting at a braai with family, and now a news piece comes through, and you do kind of have to stop your personal life for a minute and quickly become your work self, and then go back to your normal life. Chances of, if I get a phone call at 8 o'clock at night, I'm going to have to answer it, because journalism is now, the news is now, it's not tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And that's, I would say, maybe the biggest disadvantage. If you're a young person wanting to go into journalism, if you want to be a writer, you should be writing every day. My varsity lecturer told me that, and it stuck in my head, and she was so right, it turns out. You really do have to write all day, every day, and keep your hand in it. And like, write on a variety of topics. So you might feel at this stage in your life that you want to write about maybe relationships, but come 5 years down the line, you might realize that you're actually quite interested in business or the arts. And so explore all of those, explore every topic you can possibly write about before you decide. And never say no to anything as well, you know. If somebody asks you to write something, whether it's an SMS that you're typing out for your mom or your boss has asked you to put a letter together, just do it. Because the more you write, the easier it will become, the more natural it becomes. Yeah.